No, stay back, you beasts. I thought building this house would stop you, but no. Get away from me. Ah. Hey there everyone, Dan here from the Diamond Minecart, and welcome to another Minecraft mod review where today I'm going to be showcasing the Invasion mod, which adds in a whole minigame style mob invasion into your survival world. Now this mod is very fun to play and even better with other people, so let's get into how to create this thing that is going to begin your invasion. So first off, you're going to need this, which is called a Nexus, and this is kind of like the hub for all your invasion activities, and for this you're actually going to need a new kind of diamond, and it is called the phase crystal. Now to create the phase crystal you are actually going to need a diamond. You're also going to need 2 redstone and 2 lapis to create this, and this is used for a couple of recipes in this mod, but mainly for the Nexus. And to craft this you're going to need 1 phase crystal, you're going to need 3 redstone and a piece of obsidian. So it's not too hard to create. You're going to need a diamond and a piece of obsidian, and obviously the redstone, which isn't too hard to get, and you'll be able to craft this bad boy. Now this isn't enough by itself, you're actually going to need some catalysts. Now there are 2 types of catalysts in this mod, and they kind of create 2 different game modes. So the first game mode is created by the strong catalyst and requires a bone, a redstone, a rotten flesh, and a bowl, and you get this catalyst mixture. And then you're going to have to put this catalyst mixture inside a furnace to get this kind of block version of the strong catalyst. And then you've got the other one called the stable catalyst, and this one needs 2 bones, a piece of coal, and a bowl, and you'll get this mixture here, the black mixture instead of the red one, and you just put that in the furnace as with the previous one to create this little block here. And these 2 are going to be taken over to the Nexus to create your different game modes, and I'll go over what they do in a second. So moving on, and we've got a couple more recipes we can go over. This first one here is showing you what Flux is. Now Flux is kind of the stuff that rewards you for playing this little mini game, or rewards you for having the Nexus in your world, and you get stuff. You actually get the remnants, these small remnant blue things, from killing mobs. So different mobs will have the chance of dropping this when you are in the Nexus, or the Nexus is activated and the invasion is happening, and the Nexus will actually create Rift Flux for each kind of wave that you go through, and it's kind of like your reward, and you can actually create some really nice things with this. So if we go over here, if you get 3 Rift Flux and put them in a straight line, you can actually create a diamond, so definitely worth it. And then you also can create 24 redstone if you get 2 Rift Flux with a gap in the middle like this, and then you can create 2 lapis lazuli with the same recipe like this, just the other way up. And you can also get 4 iron by putting 1 Rift Flux in the crafting table. So these are definitely worth getting, and as I said earlier, these are kind of like your reward for getting through waves, which we'll get through in a second. So moving on, we've got a couple more recipes which you can use this Flux for, and you can actually use it to make an infused sword. So you're going to need a diamond sword, so you need the diamonds already, but of course you can use your Flux from earlier to get those. And if you have enough Flux left over, you can have 3 Rift Flux on the left, a diamond sword in the middle, and it creates your infused sword. And also over here you can create the searing bow, and you're going to need a little bit more Rift Flux here, but you need a cheaper kind of weapon in here, a bow, and you're going to need 5 Rift Flux in this kind of pattern here, and then a bow in the middle to create the searing bow. So what the infused sword does is actually have a little bit of a power, so that the more times you kill mobs, you kind of charge it up, and then with a right click, you will be able to restore 3 hearts. So that is really, really helpful in being able to just survive that a little bit longer, so you can cut down more enemies. And the searing bow is actually pretty cool. I might be able to demonstrate it. So when you get full power, the bow will actually set on fire, and you can set mobs on fire, and it will actually go through mobs as well. So say you had a line of zombies here, you can actually pull back, and at full strength you can charge it into a fire one like this. You just have to hold it a little bit longer, and it will actually fire through mobs. So that is pretty cool. If you're just hitting a single mob, it will set that mob on fire, but this is just incredible, and I'm going to keep this for the invasion later on just to show it off. So that is really cool and an amazing feature, and you can use your Rift Flux for that. So if we're moving on to some more recipes, we've actually got this Nexus adjuster, and this only requires 5 iron, and what it does is you right click on the Nexus with this, and it will kind of adjust the spawn range that your mobs can spawn at, basically, and I'll get to that later. But you can also create a better version called the Material Probe, which will tell you what kind of mobs are spawning where, and it's just a more powerful version of the Nexus adjuster. And you're going to need some pretty expensive materials too. You're going to need the blaze rod, the phase crystal, and the Nexus adjuster to create this. Now these aren't really too important in this mod. They are just there just to make sure you can customize your Nexus as much as possible. So I think we've got one more chest here, which has some really cool things like traps. So you can actually have traps in this mod to help you with the invasion. And to craft a normal empty trap, you're going to need 4 iron and a rift flux in the middle to craft this. And this doesn't actually do anything. You have to craft it further to make some traps. And the 2 traps at the moment are the flame trap and the rift trap. Now to get the flame trap, you're going to need to get an empty trap and put a lava bucket on top, and it will only give you 1, but for today I have 5 just because I want to show them off. And this one doesn't actually have a crafting recipe. This is the rift trap, and what you do is you get the empty trap and place it within the Nexus, and it will actually charge it up and give you the rift trap, and I'll show you what that does later as well. And then finally we have the strange bone, and you can feed this to a wolf, and he will actually kind of be tied to the Nexus so that he can help you out, and he will respawn upon death as well. So you need 2 flux and a bone to do that, and if you feed this to a wolf, he become tamed to you and attached to your Nexus and pretty much be immortal, which is really cool and help you out. So now I am going to move over to my little house over here, and I've got the flux, no, I've got the Nexus set up over here so we can start an invasion anytime now. Now it looks a bit weird on the side because these mobs in the invasion actually can break through blocks, so you don't need to be on any difficulty. This will happen. So on the top there, we've got ones that have a really, really low kind of durability when mobs attack it. So stuff like dirt, sand, glass, and netherrack all have really low damage so that mobs can get through them really quickly. And the highest ones are obsidian and sandstone. So if you are playing this and you're in the invasion, you need to make your house out of stuff like this to be sure to not get attacked even within your house. So normally in Minecraft things can't come through, but they can in this. So we've got kind of like the lower tier, which is glass and that, and then we've got obsidian and the rest at the top of the scale, but in the middle is the standard wood, and I'll be able to show you what happens to that later. But now we are going to start an invasion. So I'm going to hop over to survival mode, and then I'm going to set the time to night just to set the scene. It doesn't have to be night, this works in the day as well. And we're going to go over to our flux. No, our Nexus. I keep getting them mixed up, but this is the Nexus, and this, when right-clicked, is the screen. And what you need to do is put in either the strong catalyst or the stable catalyst. Now, the difference between the two is that the strong catalyst will actually go on forever. You cannot break the catalyst when you have placed this in. But with the stable catalyst, you can, so the game will just go on forever. And this one kind of works in waves, the strong catalyst, and this one works, the power level just slowly creeps up each time, and more mobs will be spawning. So we're going to do the strong one because it's similar. They are very similar modes, but we're going to do the strong one for now. You put it in here, and this is activating Are You Sure? And the Are You Sure is because this cannot be mined when it is active and will never be able to go away. Even when you explode it, it's not going to happen. So we're just watching out for stuff trying to creep up on us before the game starts, and as you can see, it's slowly creeping up, and when it reaches here, the padlock will be locked in and the invasion will begin. So here we go. There we go. The first wave is coming soon. So now you will actually see some different kind of mobs as well. And oh, hey buddy, it just fell down a hole. Did you see that? So anyway, what I was saying, there will be some new mobs in this. So we've got stuff spawning over here. As you can see, that is what the Nexus has done. We're actually on wave. Why is it on wave 10? Oh god, we've started on wave 10, but anyway, that's okay. Kind of better for the demonstration, and here we go. It started. So what you have to do is just pretty much kill all the mobs that come after you, and the mobs will actually, if they are not kind of bound to you, if they haven't seen you, they will start to attack the Nexus. And the Nexus has this little lifespan here, and when it gets to 0, it says that it will just pretty much explode. It won't destroy blocks, but all life near it will get destroyed. So you don't want the Nexus to get destroyed whatsoever. And look at these mobs here. So you can see that they're different mobs. There's different wave strengths of mobs. As you can see, there's a blue spider here that just has a better attack, which is really awesome. And these zombies now spawn with different armor and iron swords and all that good stuff. So there's some crazy stuff in here. And there's also one very special mob that is a giant sumo type zombie, and he is incredible, and he throws boulders, so hopefully we'll see him. And this is kind of like the tier 1 zombie. He is in the tier 1, and he's just dropped some of those particles that we need, them small remnants. And as you can see, they are slowly going over to the flux, because the Nexus, I keep getting it wrong, they're going over to this to try and destroy it, which we don't want to happen. So we'll get them in our sights and start to take them down. And I just seen over there in the back left, you can see the pig engineer. Now this is kind of like another pig, but he doesn't come and attack you. He will only attack the Nexus and actually helps out your opponents. So what he will do is kind of spawn in ladders. He'll build ladders and build across lava and water so that everything can get you. So that is an incredible power to have. Because even if you're behind lava and even if you're across water, if you're up a hill, he will provide ladders so that all of the mobs can come up and kill you. And oh god, this is going badly. Why is this happening? So what we're going to do is try out the thing where stuff will come in the house. So as you can see, they will start to come into this house, which is not good. And I forgot to spawn in food, so it's rotten flesh all the way, man. Rotten flesh all the way. So they will come after me. Come after me. Stop fighting between yourselves. Stop fighting. So hopefully they will come after me and they will start to break through all of this. So actually they're just going to go after the Nexus, which isn't good at all. And oh my god, what are you? I did not know these were even here. Why are you floating? What is going on? I don't know what they are, but anyway, they look like zombie pigmen and they're just kind of like floating heads. And that is both freaky and, yeah, just freaky. It's pretty freaky. So we're just going to try and carry on here. And this is already getting hard. I don't know what wave I'm on. Wave 10 is almost complete. Oh god. Oh god, this is bad. This is bad. Skeletons, get away from me. Oh no, the Nexus is starting to die. No, this is bad. This is bad. Oh, there's one of the golem guys. This is him. He is a boulder guy. And I think this is the end. This is starting to become the end. I'm going to switch into game mode 1, just because I don't want the Nexus to die just yet, please. No, I don't want it to die. Stay away from it, you punks. Get away from me, you suckers. So what will happen when the Nexus is exploded is everything will get destroyed around you, and I don't want that to happen. So as you saw there was the big golem guy. He will throw boulders at you, and let's try and get him to do that when I get rid of all this stuff, because it's getting a bit out of control. Just get away from me. So this is the big guy, and he will actually throw boulders at you. So come at me, bro. Throw the boulders at me, son. I'm just going to spawn in some food. I should have thought about it earlier. Oh no, wave is about to begin. So let's go back into game mode 0. Start to eat some of this. And then he will start, hopefully, to throw boulders at me. So go on, throw a boulder at me. I dare you. Come on, Sonny. I dare you. You're not in the mood right now? And oh, he's just hitting me. So we're just going to take him out. He has a lot of health. And he actually drops some decent stuff. So we've got the pigmen coming now. So actually, we'll just check if we've got any flux. So as you can see, this is the amount of mobs that you've killed. And you're on to the next wave. And between each wave, it will give you some more flux. So you'll get some... Basically, yeah, as I said earlier, it is kind of like your reward for completing the wave. And yeah, this is really getting difficult. I don't know why it's starting on number 10. But anyway, let's try and do this. So as you can see, things have started already. So we'll come into here. They'll probably follow us. And you can see they are waving their arms at the wood and will start to break it down. And oh my god, you are not safe anywhere. So that is really awesome. A really awesome feature. You could just test if your base is up to scratch. So let's get all these guys out of here. Come on. Just bear in mind I'm in diamond armor with a diamond sword and on wave 10. And this is really getting serious right now. Oh god, this is really bad. I'm going to try and jump out of here. No, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. This is bad. I'm stuck. So as you can see, they drop their weapons as well. And this is just so much fun. Imagine if you're on multiplayer, just on a LAN server or whatever. And here's another pig engineer trying to cause havoc. Get away from me, sir. And there's more pigs as well. Right then, so just before I go and show you what happens to the Nexus when it gets to 0 HP, I forgot to show you the traps, so I'm just going to quickly show you them now. So this is the flame trap, and what you have to do is just right-click onto the floor, give them a couple of seconds to activate, and get away from me, spider. And as someone walks over it, it will activate. So to try and guide them over it. Come on, son. Come over here. You know you want to. And bam! It will create a 3x3 grid of fire, which sets people on fire. I think it kills the one that steps on it, and then things get really serious. So we're actually going to try the... What was the one I didn't try? The rift trap. So let's right-click onto the floor there and try and get this one to activate. So come over. Come on. They all skipped it. So come on. There we go. So that will instantly kind of kill, in a 3x3 radius, the mobs that are around it. So let's try it again. Oh god, there's so much stuff near here. There we go. It just straight up kills them, but I think the flame one is a lot better. So let's just try and get this happening again. And yes, the flames are the best. So those are the traps, and back to the madness. So I think that is pretty much all I can show you about this. Oh, there's another spider here too, and this is getting seriously difficult. As you can see, you don't need to be in the dark either, and we've got some more flux as our reward. So I'll keep collecting that flux and start to upgrade my weapons. And damn, oh god, there's creepers and stuff too. What is going on? So the last thing before I finish up this mod review is I'm going to try this. Power it up real nice and... Oh yes, that's what I'm talking about. That was damn cool. Oh, wave 11's almost complete. Oh my god, this is... Oh no. I'm actually going to leave it for the Nexus to just get destroyed and see what happens, because I haven't let it happen yet, and that is going to be the end of the mod review. So, just in case everything dies and my game crashes or something, that has been the invasion mod, or this is still the invasion mod. And if you like what you see and want to play it for yourself, which I'd highly recommend, it is incredibly fun. Yeah, go to the description below and check it out. And also, if you're new to the channel and did enjoy this video and commentary, then please hit that subscribe button for daily Minecraft videos. And for all of you, a like and a favourite would be greatly appreciated too. So I've done the intro a little bit early, just in case, just to see what's going to happen with this. And I'm pretty... I don't know what's going to happen. I'm pretty scared right now. Oh, God. Go on, Pig Engineer. Just take it out. We want to see what happens. Apparently no blocks get affected, but all life will just be destroyed. So, oh my god, this is so difficult. But I imagine it's really, really fun when you get down to co-op and the higher waves of this mod. So let's try and not get them to show us, to see us, sorry. And watch my back a little bit and see what's going on. The spiders seem to not be bothered by it. And the Nexus is getting destroyed. Look at him. He is looking happy. He's just kind of batting the top like, oh yeah, look at me killing it. So we're going down to 45 HP now. That's out of 100. 40. And we're going to see what happens. This is beautiful. So again, if you do like this mod, it looks amazing and is not too popular at the minute. It's still in beta stages and it's just really well made and works incredibly. It's incredibly fun and we're counting down. I'm getting nervous. I don't know what happened. Oh my god, I'm getting so nervous. Oh, I was killed by magic. Is that all what happened? Seriously? Let's see what happened. Everything just died. So it's kind of like a mini game. You will just get slaughtered. All your stuff will splurt out at the edges. And it's just such an insane mod. It's just really, really cool. So yeah, again, if you did like this video and commentary, it'll be really appreciated if you hit that like and that subscribe button for daily Minecraft videos. And I think I've said everything else. So do go check out this mod. It's incredible. And from me and McDuck, who witnessed that crazy invasion, it is goodbye.